I guess when it comes to mages, we need that.
Stag, was someone trying to get water from you? Because I got a boatload if someone was trying to bother him for it while he's doing buffs.
Good news, Maddox, is since I had to Hearth, I now have that extra rune that was in the mail.
That was Mortouche.
Oh, score.
Go stand in the corner, Mortouche.
I like you better when you're in Hulk mode.
Mortouche Hulk mode was like my favorite part of that night.
Agreed.
I should rewatch that stream sometime.
When you went off on Grobulus?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yes.
It just came out of nowhere. It was awesome.
On Hunters, either one.
What are tank assignments again? Thanks.
I have some food if people need it.
Once we get to the bats.
For our ancestors!
Anywhere from Bush, Nerzel?
I'm guessing he's either stuck at work or hanging from a ceiling fan.
That got dark.
He doesn't like his job very much.
Could be both.
Well, hopefully he's paid well. I hated my job for 15 years, but it was worth it.
Do we have
You
eyes
only
on the
worked
back?
for 15 years and then retired?
Prior to that, I was in different fields.
Okay.
Of software development for 15 years. And then
Poll was made.
Oh my gosh. The first trash pack we kill gives me a word of thawing ilt.
Nice.
All good.
Hopefully they get some paint scraps too. So we only have 65.
Anybody else need food? I got some from Stag. I split a stack so he doesn't have to trade everybody.
I got a few more stacks as well made down.
I also have a split stack if somebody needs it.
On Hunters.
I'm gonna enjoy killing these slack-jawed daffodils!
Num nums.
Ink.
Eat, eat, eat. Ah, stream, come back.
Pat's coming soon. Let's get these ghouls. Will on the left. Star's good.
It fears the highest target, and then it swaps to whoever's next. If you're wondering why it switched to a more priest mode.
Ghouls. Charge skull.
Pat coming, Thag.
Okay, if you have bus log out, we're waiting for Barris. Use that time to look at the sheet, which I posted in the Friday channel, especially healers. You might have to scroll through some nonsense to get to it.
Don't forget the 5-minute limit to get punted to the beginning.
Yeah, say how far out's Bears.
Good time to pre.
It could be 20 minutes or so, so plan to log in every 5 minutes.
Okay.
We're not gonna kill those 2 mobs in the door.
No need to waste more buffs.
Anybody know Enigma IRL?
Nope, but I can shoot him an individual Discord message. That was a really long way of saying a DM. I don't know why I chose to say that. Individual Discord message. Who says that?
There's a glitch in the hive.
Means there was an upgrade, right?
He learned his speaking English in our. Never mind. I'm losing myself already.
Not from you. He didn't learn it from you.
Correct. Me and Maddox are on opposite ends of the spectrum.
You need to add in some ilt and you'll sound more human.
I think I'm going to try and recruit us, in addition to another priest, I'm going to try and get us another mage.
Yes, please.
And another warrior. we've been holding off because like the other night we had to sit like 7 people, and we get more people, and that just means people have to sit more frequently, which upsets some people. But this is we need to have a complete. We have to have a good raid comp still. Though.
Tuesday clear night or Friday a clear night.
Sorry, I didn't. What I didn't hear. I didn't catch that.
I said we should just make Tuesday a progression night when we know we can rotate the raid around because we have a lot of people, and make Friday like a clear night for like the rest of the stuff we have on farm.
But like Naxx is so big that we need that Tuesday and Thursday to just get back to where we were progression wise.
No, we just do military wing.
We'll say we want
It's just not efficient because we have to do extra trash if we do 4-H and Gothic on day 1.
I understand the whole point, like we're trying to skip the trash by having to despawn. That I understand, but it's just we're waiting now, and it's kind of a pain, right?
Not only that, but efficiently using world buffs too. That's the way we do it.
Plus, once we clear 4 horsemen, then the progression is going to be SAF and KT, which requires everything to be killed anyways. So we might as well just do the bulk of it. I think we've been doing pretty efficiently so far.
Yeah, it's not possible to pull SAF unless you've killed.
We just need to recruit people that don't have lives.
True facts.
I thought that's all we.
No more warlocks.
There's a message, guys. Everybody, quit your job, leave your wives. Just.
I play with mine.
Sorry, man. You have no choice.
Damn it.
Bye, Cash.
Cash, you gotta leave your husband. Okay.
It's not her excuse.
Cash, it's not Stag's fault. Villius specifically told him to.
Well, what am I supposed to do?
Get out, I guess.
To me.
This is the champ, Cash.
Just a reminder, it's been about 5 minutes. Might want to hop back in really quick and out.
Is that what they call a hall pass?
Upgrade time.
Well, if MXC doesn't get back to us, there might be. I bet if we ping raid chat, there might be a Northern Lights member with an alt or something that could maybe. It'd be better than an empty spot. I bet would come help us if we ask. You never know.
It sounds like somebody needs a reminder about what bench means.
What's bench?
Can't get bench credit if you're not ready.
I'm not sure if anyone actually told him that. It's just, I mean, he just came off trial last week. I'm not sure if he's been asked to sit before.
He sat before.
You could always do the 1 on 2 off.
I thought I was only logged out 4 minutes. Now I get a run back. Yay.
Yay.
Yeah, failing the 5-minute boss is sad face. I just checked with Barris's fiance. She's pretty sure they actually did let him off at 6 o'clock, so he is on his way.
I hope he's following the rules of the road and being safe.
I hope he's hanging out the window, flipping people off, telling them to get out of his way.
Yeah, he's got a police escort.
Well, it's a curvy back road, so he's probably just driving like hell and trying not to crash into trees, or deer.
You want me to do an at here in Raider chat and see if there's anyone who can fill a hole?
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Ilt.
Wow.
Ilt.
We're trying to stay focused still.
That's not my fault that you guys have the brains that you have.
That's true, I guess.
Terminal.
Actually, since you recruited me, I think it kind of is.
I'm just saying, Christy's not here for Friday night, and Ilt took her place. Thanks, Ilt.
Ilt, just don't talk about my nipples. It'll be weird.
She tries to do it though. There's a big difference. I'm innocent.
I think it's organic, not innocent. Do we know if Barris is going to need a summon from somewhere in the world, or is he outside?
I do not
Probably
know.
need a summon.
Enigma's here.
He's outside, he says.
Oh, there we go.
Even better.
So, if any of you guys know, I know you probably don't, as you already told me, but warrior, major, you would have already told me probably if you knew a healer, but.
Oh, look in healer chat, Ilt. There was some guy asking in there.
I'm gonna talk with. I deleted that. I contacted him already. I'm gonna talk with him tomorrow.
Okay, cool.
I have a weird feel. I don't know. I don't want to get. I don't know. We'll see. I've talked to him a couple times over the past couple weeks, and he seems a little flaky. But I haven't actually talked to him vocally yet. I've just been in game back and forth with messages. So we'll see. My hopes for I just had this weird spider sense thingy telling me he's probably not going to be great. But he's geared okay, and he's coming from a guild called Reformation, and he's killed 11 Naxx, but he's 11-15 himself. So. I don't know. He's geared and experienced enough. I just don't know if he'll be a good fit for what he's going to be looking for what he's wanting.
I bet he'd fill a hole though.
I bet he would fill a hole.
I'd rather hear you say that than what Papa says.
Really, how many people, when it comes down to it, couldn't fill a hole or wouldn't want to fill a hole? Everyone wants to fill a hole.
Depends on the hole.
On some level, everyone wants to fill a hole.
Like how you're doubling down on this filling the whole business.
Well, you started it. You guys started. You guys started it.
I think I heard you laughing as you finished your sentence.
Definitely making up for a lack of Christie.
Yeah, Ilt is Chris tonight.
What we really need to do, really need to do, is get down Naxx to 2 days, and then we just wouldn't have this problem anymore. Because it would be 2 days. Because Tuesdays, Thursdays, we always have great attendance. It's Fridays that are the bummers. But we're getting close. I bet within a few weeks we got it down to 2 days. If we can stay focused after we kill KT.
Hasn't Panda gotten sick of his job or something?
Wouldn't you wish?
And hell, his kid's got to be here something like any day now, right? So I mean, we should have both of them back.
Hell, right? Oh my god, I'm having a brain fart. The hunter, the really badass hunter that left because he was having a kid.
P-Wack, he just had his baby 2 days
ago. He
ago.
just had his baby, so his excuse is over with. Get the fuck back here.
You guys are unclear on the concept. They should be here until they have the baby, and that's when we lose them.
It's a fresh baby. They sleep like cats, right? Like 20 hours a day.
If you're lucky.
Yeah, mine didn't sleep through the night until he was 4.
Someone send One Eye over there to talk to him, and we'll get him perfect.
Yeah, my kid sleeps like 7 o'clock. She'll sleep till usually 2 o'clock in the morning.
Well,
see,
you need to thank your lucky stars. They're not all like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all got to put your babies on a race. So come on.
We've had a few nights where it gets kind of dicey. She'll wake up, but
you're gonna have a second kid, and it's never gonna sleep, and it's gonna fuck your whole world up.
yeah.
It's an easy way to favorite.
Well, I'm still beating the 5-minute boss, but I'm down to 20 minutes on Rend. Oh, well.
I totally forgot about the 5-minute boss.
25 minutes.
Time to run back.
Boss.
What is the trash respawn timer?
You know what? I'm not even going to run back until we're close.
A long time. The trash will not respawn, I promise you. It's hours. It's more likely to be like 20 minutes.
Yeah, if you already failed the 5-minute boss, I'd just stay logged out until Barry's comes on.
Well, I don't want to lose the food and water, but
Shock, I have a shitload of water. If you lose it, I'll just give you some, man. I'm not logging off because I got no buffs.
I already pre-pot it, so I don't want to sit around. I hear you.
The food doesn't matter as much now that the gargoyles are dead.
Yeah, water doesn't match. I mean, now the trash is gone. The only time we're going to be drinking is after we're recovering from a wipe. So
We're not going to wait.
a
Come on,
stack of water will probably be good for the night.
You only need 2.
You know,
well, 3 because we're gonna one shot KT too. We only need 3 waters and we're good.
Well, we just need a mage to evocate and port us out, and we're done. We don't need water for there.
No, I pointed that out to Sleepy, and he started swearing at me.
You were very rude to me, Nigel. I don't know why you're trying to make me the bad guy when you were clearly the bad guy. And I also didn't say a single cuss word to you.
Speaking of water, anybody have some?
Talk to
Open
Sleepy.
trade of grids.
Barris is going to have to take a deep breath here. He's going to have to take a couple minutes after he gets home to take a deep breath, calming breath, because he's just like amped right now because he's in his car. He's probably like some form of road rage, just trying to get home, and then he's going to run to his computer and log on and just be going a mile a minute.
We'll have to remind him to put his fishing reel on.
Can all rile him up. Every single person just individually send him a direct message with something random, just asking like, just too much shit, just really clutter his brain.
Now we want as calm of a Barris as we can get, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Stay completely calm.
I don't know if Barris can ever get completely calm, but I can't believe the shittiness. I can't believe their first 4 horsemen killed. They got the most worthless item on the boss. I feel bad. I mean, as cool as the kill was, I feel bad they got that mace. They got the pally mace.
Yeah.
They got what?
The 2-handed mace. It's
They got Red Hoof's future weapon.
Oh, I see.
It does look kind of cool though.
It's okay. I put in something on Discord. I thought I was going to be late to raid tonight.
All right, he just walked in. He's got his computer here. He's about to log in.
Tell him deep breaths, calm place. I know he's probably amped up from the frantic ride home.
Can you ask him if he's ready to fill a hole?
Yeah.
No. 1990 saying he's on the way home.
I don't know,
What?
but he
In the
ran
photo,
over
right?
from his car. He's like panting when he came in the door. So
That is a herd of cattle that got out on the road. That's not ours.
wait, what?
And Friday raid.
God, that is a pretty useless mace, isn't it?
Yeah, that's not a good drop. Not a good drop from the 4 horsemen.
35 damage and healing. Jeez.
It doesn't do anything well. It's for sure a pally. I don't even. Is that really even good for pallies?
I mean, it looks pretty cool.
It does look kind of cool, but like you would never wear it for anything except for maybe on top of the bank in org or something.
It's a mace skill. It's a total paladin weapon.
I don't know what you guys are talking about. That's the weapon Red Hoof's been waiting for all expansion.
Yeah, can't think of anything else.
Yep. That's what she's been waiting for.
That sword will be mine.
Thought of something.
You keep
gonna
keep
get
saying
tonight.
sword, but you mean mate.
No. I don't want
She
her
wants
mate.
it for her flask set. That's why she's been looking forward to it.
Yep.
The question is, Red, is when you get the Ashbringer, who are you going to bring into the Scarlet Monastery for the roleplay?
I've been wearing the Scarlet Crusade tabard this whole time, so I better be in.
I'll watch the VOD.
I've been repping for over a year.
There's a secret event in World of Warcraft if you wield the Ashbringer and walk into SM Cathedral. It is fucking awesome.
pre-spawn
You're
every
welcome to come with me. You're welcome to come with.
I would love to come with.
Now we just need to get that weapon.
First one's going to running crits, right?
I mean, someone in guild chat said they saw a hunter with it.
That was me. I saw the hunter.
Oh, that had to tilt you.
Kill the hunter.
Fucking hunters.
It's gone too
Why?
fucking far.
Why would a hunter want the Ashbringer?
Just to
probably somebody
drive
else didn't have it.
warriors out of their minds.
All weapons are hunter weapons.
He's had that for a couple of weeks too.
If you were on Wildfang,
Meme.
if you were on Wildfang though, would you want an Ashbringer?
No. What would it?
Yeah, you would. See, that's why you're mumbling. You definitely want it on your chest.
Speaking of hunter weapons, did we ever get Ash Condi to drop? I don't remember if we did. Oh, okay.
It's a warrior weapon.
I would think it'd be more Ret Pally myself.
We don't talk about paladins.
Why not? You're gonna have them in a couple months.
Shock, are you good on water, homie?
I'm sure Red Hoof's looking
Yeah,
forward to
I'm good. I
getting
didn't need it.
the
Thank you.
sword from Archimond.
The bow?
No, the sword from Archimond in TBC in Mount Hyjal. He has a sword, right?
Indeed. Very nice two-hander.
I forget what it's called.
What's it called again?
I want to say
Sword of
Cataclysm
Omens.
or something.
Cataclysm's Edge, maybe?
That is a cool looking sword.
Yeah, I was right. Cataclysm's Edge.
Alright, where's Barris at?
Yeah. It is a
Give him a
sick
minute.
sword. And then is it Wrath where you get Titan's Grip, or is that Cataclysm?
That is at the end. Well, Wrath is beginning of Wrath. Pre-patch in TBC.
Wrath.
Can you get two of them things?
Okay, Barris is here. Let's keep logging in and out while we cover the reminders. Biggest one is threat. Don't pull threat. Down rank for mages. Stream, you want to talk about that a little bit?
I was using rank 7 fireball, and it seemed to work out pretty good.
Okay. I've got it on my bar. I heard you earlier.
You downranking.
That's what I said in my head, but I mean, I'm like, well.
You'd rather get a kill.
And keep in mind, this is down after Skull is dead.
Yeah, you want to use max rank on Skull for sure.
Yeah, on Skull, I was frostbolting until the shield wall, and then I switched to fire.
I will not do that.
Just be really careful with chains. Make sure you pop your second shadow pot after Mark 4 so you survive. Everybody's going to DPS X after Skull, and then the rotation changes depending if you're melee or short range, or long range. Healers, make sure you know where you're going from the spreadsheet. Back tanks, you can dual wield on Mark 9 because we'll have extra healers by then. And after Mark 12, Papa's going to take over for Will if all the tanks are alive. Otherwise, Papa will fill in for whoever died.
We summon Barris. We have alts standing outside, I think. Nature Mage and free refill out there?
I heard then I'm doing shadow pot farming.
I can maybe.
Where's he at?
I can log out and log in on my 24 lock summoner. Hang on.
I'm on my way right now. I'll be out there to click.
Is this
Okay.
at Lights Hope?
Yeah, I'm just running from Lights Hope to.
I'm at Naxx. My summoner's at Naxx.
I'll get Menace. Meet you there.
And I
Okay.
am. I'm logging as well. I'm at Naxx.
We'll have to form our own little group because if we kick Cage, I'll get booted. And it's on the same account.
Let's make Barris drop group, and then we'll grab him in a different group, and then he can rejoin raid.
Sounds good.
Okay, Vil, or whoever's gonna invite, it's Ziploc, ZIPLOC, coming in.
That's fantastic.
Thank you.
Free refill is on.
Okay, as soon as you see me, invite me, and then we'll get another clicker and invite Barris, and I'll summon him.
Whoa.
Back tanks, remember to go to the wall when you're going to sell. Same thing when you're heading back. Don't go through the healer group. We don't want to risk chaining anything to them.
Free refill drop group.
Sizzling is doing the invites and can't see your says because he's running over here. So
All right. I love group.
invite free refill.
Already done.
And there's Neophyte. Then we could just grab Barris and do it.
Yeah,
Everybody
Menace
has invite
is
privileges.
Menace is here. Invite Menace.
Party now. Everybody's here.
Except Barrett.
We need to kick one of them. I'm gonna kick Sizzling.
No, it's fine. We're in a raid.
Okay, where's Barris? Barris, say something in chat.
He's already invited.
If a tank dies, I want to hear about it, especially which symbol you were on or were about to go to, so that we know where to fill in. If DPS dies, I don't need to hear about it. Healers, healers, you know what to do. What am I forgetting?
Watch your threat. Watch your threat. Watch your fucking threat. All fight long.
Are we talking about moon positioning?
Say it again, Thag.
Moon positioning.
Moon positioning.
Like healers
Boston to the wall.
Side, yeah. Don't be near each other for chain.
Can you invite Barris?
Yeah, when Dana was mentioning in their group, they were slightly splitting more on the the healers and DPS for that are on Moon, keeping them more separate so they couldn't chain together.
Yeah, that's already in the spreadsheet. It was Vil and I sat down and went through that. We split them up into long ranged and short ranged, and they have different initial rotations.
I don't think that's what he was talking about.
Yeah, Tina was just saying that with the healers being a little bit more towards the left side because they're just running directly over, that the DPS would stand a little bit more on the right side, closer to X.
Yeah, and I've seen them do that. They have to stay way over by the wall.
He was hugging the wall.
And
But
the healers.
The problem is that the wall he was hugging in the video, if you were watching him, is the same wall that in our core the tanks run in from. So
And on ours as well. So it was risky there too. It really should be okay as long as everybody's out of max range for the chain.
I don't mind if one person stands there. We can't have more than one. Because if we have more than one, people can die if anything screws up. Like if the boss moves 1 yard, or if somebody pulls aggro, any of those things. So we can have one short ranged max.
If anyone, I would say it would be Ilt.
Well, I can't stand the whole fight. Me, the Warlocks, Cash, all of us can rotate out of there. As long as someone's there DPSing. We just can't have more than one.
And this spot would be next to the wall on the right
Yeah,
side.
where the tanks run in. But it can only be one range DPS because if it changed to two people, it's not that big of a deal. So if worst case scenario, the tank running in and the DPS there, they both take a hit, but that won't be that big of a deal. It's that jump after that fucks everything up. So that's why we don't want more than one person, right, Phil?
Right.
They were also stressed more, and when they got to that point, they only had a couple range left up anyways, so they kind of were forced to have to need that extra DPS.
Well, it turned out it was good because it showed us it's possible to stand there, but we just gotta. And the mages can stand kind of wherever because they can go the extra 6 yards. Like they can stand behind the healers.
Well, we'll still get chained if a healer gets up too close, and we've had a decent amount of, deaths.
We should never have that. Healers should never go. They're at 40 yards from the tank.
Yeah, that's on the healers.
So,
the healers got to be watching their range.
A couple things I heard about were like, because I think NL's missing a feral, so they had a resto druid try to get close to do feral fire. Don't do that. Don't even risk it. If there's something you need to do that's less than 40 yards, don't do it.
One thing to remember too, when we get down to just moon, the healers need to stagger and not just rely on when your buff runs out. Like if your buff runs out and there's already 3 healers over there healing, don't run in. Wait until one comes out to drop their debuffs before you head in.
And we were calling it out. Usually, I can come in 10 seconds, and then they'd say, I'm coming out, and then the other healer would say they were going in.
Yeah, we were doing that last week too, at that last attempt.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing.
Anybody have any questions? Not sure what they're supposed to be doing?
Weren't mages doing something weird for moon so that ignites would drop off?
I didn't notice that.
Or were they
We're gonna do rank 7 now.
We're down ranking, and with just 2 of us, we shouldn't really be getting rolling ignites.
Yeah.
Main thing is watch threat on all the targets except skull. Like I was saying yesterday, threat gets halved for everyone every time there's a mark going out. So there's a threat ceiling, which is around 10K or so.
Well, I would watch threat a little bit on skull because I died last night on skull.
That's because you got aggro on the way there, though. That's a little bit different.
I waited. No, I waited. I'm not in range. I have to wait. I don't start attacking until you come into my range. The aggro was on shock. I never, and then it was on you, and then I cast a spell, and as my spell was in the air, shock pulled aggro, and then had aggro, and then he died, or came off of him, and then came over and killed me. So I'm just saying we have to watch threat at the beginning. We have to make sure Papa has aggro at the beginning, because
Range has to watch it a little bit. Melee should go balls out on skull, but they have to watch it on the other targets. So what I'm saying is on the other targets, remember there's a 2-second delay on the threat meter. So if you get a big crit or something, or get a lot of damage, maybe just pause for a couple seconds and let the threat meter adjust before you continue.
Are we ready to log in yet?
I'm here.
Any other questions? Okay, let's do it. Make sure you do your shadow and fire pots if those are applicable to you.
And remember, the shadow pot is after the 4th mark.
Papa's all choked up. He's getting emotional.
Summonville.
Wow.
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 Big fat fucking finger of Theo pointed right at the raid leader.
Yep. First mistake.
How's it feel to make your first mistake ever?
Feels good.
Bob and Meat Slurpee, you guys there?
Yes.
Come on back.
Is the way Rainer puts it in the NL core, we first have to beat the hug the wall boss, and then we proceed on to the straight line boss before we finally can pull the 4 horsemen boss.
Make sure, tanks, you've got your reels on.
Please be careful here, guys. Please be careful. Got real quiet real quick.
Shh.
We're focused.
Straight line boss. Timer.
Four pony.
Stack up. Stack, stack.
Cooldowns.
Mark 2 and 5. Mark 2.
Rogues go.
Mark 3 and 5. Mark 3. Mark 4 and 5.
Save
Mark
pots.
4.
Get the
Watch
safe
the
spot
red.
quick before the mark
5.
comes.
Watch the ret, watch the ret.
Mark 5. Mark 6 and 5. Mark 6. Watch thread on X. Here comes Vil. Mark 8 and 5. Mark 8. And Mark 7.
Vanish danger.
Mark and 5. Mark 9.
X is on shield wall.
That was
Mark 10 and 5.
coming out.
Sorry, my timer fucked up. Mark 9.
Keep pop up.
Mark 10.
My add-on says it's Mark 12 already.
It's not. This is Mark 11.
This is 11.
Coming in, Papa.
Mark 12 and 5. Mark 12. Mark 13 and 5.
It's coming tighter.
Mark 13. Mark 14 and 5. Mark 14.
I'm on the way, Thag.
Mark 15 and 5.
Papa, you can take over for Will.
Mark 15.
I mean, on his next tank assignment.
Mark 16 and 5.
I'm already over.
Mark 16. Mark 17 and 5. Mark 17. Mark 18 and 5. Mark 18. Mark 19 and 5. Mark 19.
X is dead.
Mark 20 in 5.
Watch your rotations and your marks.
Mark 20.
Do you want any OTs to DPS?
I'm coming in for you, Will.
Mark 21 and 5.
Diamond about to go down.
Mark 21.
Keep pop up.
Mark 22 in 5. Mark 22.
No, this is where I was talking about earlier.
Yeah, you're good.
Mark 23 and
That's
5.
good.
Blam down.
One left.
Mark 23. Mark 24 and 5.
Who's going to be the next tank going in? Red, you need to be in the center spot until it's time.
I'm moving out if a warlock wants to take my spot.
When I will's going in.
Mark
Make sure you go to the wall first, tanks.
I can go for
25.
Will next.
Wall.
Mark 26 and 5.
Papa, you said you're next.
Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and go in.
I'm going to go after Papa.
Mark 26.
Look what Papa's doing. Do exactly that.
Mark 27 and 5.
It resisted, stay here.
Mark 27.
Mexnar's leaving, and if Cash or another warlock wants to go over there.
Stay Will.
Stay there.
28 and
It
5.
resisted again.
You're about to just take him in raw threat.
Comes Red Hoof.
Mark 30 and 5. Or Mark 29 and 5.
Slow and steady, guys.
I think it
Mark
resisted.
29.
It resisted.
Mark 30 and 5.
That worked. It's on red. Keep red up.
No, it's swapped
Crack
back
it
to
when
you.
that's
Papa.
up. I'm staying in.
I'm running in. I'll taunt up you.
I'm not attacking. I use shield wall.
That taunts him.
Red out.
It's on tag.
Mark and 5.
Zug's gonna need a replacement after this next mark.
Priest mode going in for healer.
Mark.
Okay, Priest, you're in.
Ilt, you've got 3 marks.
Yep.
One other person can go for Ilt. Shadow Adult's going in.
Marking 5. Mark.
Moore's coming in.
Going for Hill.
Marking 5.
Check to see if resist happens or not.
Mark.
It did not resist.
Next time you want to go in?
20 seconds and more.
Mortush is coming in. Marking 3.
Cage is ready to come in.
Mark.
Do you need a healer?
Who's the next tank?
Lintock.
Cage, swap out for priest mode.
Mortush is in. Marking 5.
Go if you guys need a healer.
Mark.
Mocha's coming out.
He's about to do his second shield wall.
Taunt
Marking
worked.
5.
My stacks
Mark.
are down. Use a cooldown low top.
Mortush is out. Marking 5.
I'm gonna go in. Papa's coming in for Lintock.
Mark.
Zug life's clear if you need a replacement.
Cage coming out.
Going in.
Marking 5. Mark.
Ilt, you got next.
One energy has to come out.
Marking 5. Mark.
Who's next?
Marking 5.
Red's coming in.
Priest mode 3 for healing coming in.
Mark.
Zug life coming out.
Marking 5.
Mocha going in.
Mark.
Stag next.
Marking 5. Mortush is ready to come in. Mark. Marking 5. Doesn't matter, bitch is dead.
Nice.
Yeah.
There we go.
Beautiful.
Ah.
Yeah, finally.
Great job.
2 kills one day. Yes.
That was really impressive.
In before Corrupted Ashbringer and Red Hoof just literally goes insane.
Look at all the people alive. That means we did really good, guys.
Tight. That was easy. Why didn't we do that last night?
I don't know what drugs you guys took today, but keep taking them.
Guys.
What we got in there?
Good job, everyone.
Yay!
Nice. There we go.
That's what we needed.
I thought Amora was going to say something on the B4s.
What we got in there? What's in the box?
Linky.
I will as
We're
soon
gonna
as
get
I
in
can
there. Okay,
open
come
it.
on.
I can't loot it when other people are looting it.
Oh.
Whoever has the box.
All right, everybody back up. Let Maddox have the box.
I like
How many
Maddox.
deaths was that? Was that 4 deaths?
3. It was 3.
There we go.
That's a weird ass trinket.
The trinket sucks.
Yeah, it's better than the trinket I currently have, so you should
Uh,
figure 'em out.
Listen,
We'll get started on the trinket. That'll give some folks time to think about voting for the next 2 breastplates. So trinket first.
Very good job, everybody. Fucking both raid cores one-shot 4 horsemen today, guys.
I told you we're gonna one shot, and now we're gonna one shot Sepperoni right now.
You know how fucking stoked that makes me? We're gonna one
Oh dang! I'm about coming in hot with a 100.
But Zug linked.
I actually linked.
Zug Life with the link.
But you're not even a healer.
He is right now.
He's definitely a
half
healer.
Yes, he's a healer. Zug is a healer.
The only time I'm not a healer is when that trash chest. It's the only time when I'm not a healer.
I don't think that's how class roll works.
Hey, Quiet.
All right.
Put it on my
Congrats, Doug.
frost bet.
Everyone has their frost resist gear, right? Anyone need any ports to org in case they may have forgotten?
Wait, what's frost resist gear?
Doug, I will harm you.
What?
All right. 2 breastplates. Warrior Rogue. When you vote Cookie Council, vote for the 2 folks that you are voting for in the same message to make things easy. First time we're getting chess pieces, so think about it. Take a look at the website if you need to. Now let the chatter commence about how fucking awesome it was that we just killed 4 horsemen.
That's fantastic.
That was awesome.
Now, are we pre-pot and fire frost resist because we're all world buff still?
Yep. I am.
That would be Frost and Shadow.
Shadow?
Shadows for the curse that he puts on the life drain or whatever. It hits really, really hard.
Pants kind of look hot. I dig it.
You look hot.
Thank you.
Don't give him that, Lintalk. Don't do that to him.
We didn't take enough fire damage. My fire one's still up.
Ditto.
Just curious, where can we find the chart for Sepperoni?
So bracers, Nerzel?
Gloves. Let me figure out what I'm missing here. I'm missing one thing, I think.
Drummer, you need me to make that stuff for you?
Yeah, that's the leather.
Congrats, Stag and Sleepy.
You need 2 more frozen runes.
Oh, shit. Thank you.
3 cured rugged hides. Brown
man.
bear pelt and things. Oh, cured rugged hide.
On the hides.
Talking about that picture, I just put in Friday raid IL.
Perfect.
That was in the Raider chat.
So that is the strategy we're going with.
One that I posted, yeah, from Reddit.
We have 2 full hours of progression tonight, guys. We can make some serious progress. We've got a good shot to down Saf.
Are you here, Bill?
Yep.
I got a question. Should we just straight up not use consumables for a few polls?
Use it for this one since we're buffed still. Okay. And then we'll stop using them if we wait.
One set of polar gloves coming up.
Thank you.
There's support in the back in case anyone needs to make a quick org run for gear.
Ready to heal cash?
Drumroll, what do you need made, bud?
Rank 1 chain heal spam.
Okay.
I need all 3, but let's do the chest after because I'm waiting on mail. It should arrive any minute now.
So you want wrist gloves, cloak, vest?
I want wrist and gloves and the chest, and I'm hearting now. I gave you the mats. I'm gonna heart to get more mats from the bank and come back. From the mailbox, sorry, not the bank.
I can't
Thanks,
post
sir.
the pictures directly, but if you click on that link under Friday, there's 2 pictures in the Saffron section that show ground phase and air phase. The important one is the air phase to look at. What range setting were you guys using? Stream 13?
We were doing 10.
10, okay. In phase 2, it's important to spread out. That's the air phase. It's important to spread out because the ice tomb, ice bolt thing hits people and it will splash damage. So you want to be at least 10 yards away from people. Will and Mocha are healing, right?
Yep.
Okay, so we got 4 Druid Decurse and 2 Mage Decurse. So really important to decurse the life drain. It'll hit up to 10 players at once. So if you're perfect, 2 GCDs will take care of it. Shadow Protection Potion helps a lot for that in case you get picked. It does almost 2,200 damage every 3 seconds, so it's quite a bit of damage. It heals the boss. This dragon has cleave, tail sweep, but not a breath, not in the normal dragon breath sense. Of course, we got the aura that hits every 2 seconds. That's why we're wearing all this frost resist. Blizzard is the main thing you need to watch out for and avoid. It ticks for almost 4K every 2 seconds. It's not resistible. It slows you down. So you really got to be vigilant and move away from Blizzard. In the air phase, after you spread out, 5 people will be hit by the ice bolt. You need to stand behind one of those ice blocks, and then you won't get killed by the frost breath, which is a little orb thing that floats down and hits the center of the room.
But you have to wait till all 5 go off before you start heading towards your safe spot. But you need to find the closest one to you, and be ready to run.
That's right. Make sure you've got pre-pot shadow and pre-pot frost for this attempt.
Maybe I missed it, but for ground phase, we're doing half on north side, half on south side.
Yes.
What is it? Odd south, evens north? What?
Sure. And the purpose of that is just to minimize the chance that a bunch of people get hit by the blizzard. Melee, a good spot for you to stand is on the green circle. If the boss is at the center, you can hit the boss by standing on the green circle. It's got a pretty large hit range.
You got the groups the way you want
them. I'm going to put you in my group.
You got prime meats in group 4.
Move Thag and Wintalk as well.
Well, hell, primates, you just got a free frost resist juju.
You had him targeted?
Yeah, I had him targeted and I went to click on it. And
every shaman should use Frost Totem. Range groups, make sure you're near your shaman.
You should separate the mages too, so that one's on one side of the room and one's on the other.
We've got
How's that?
you probably want to keep me in 2.
You're going to be healing though, right? So you won't have that aura.
Yeah, Yeah, I won't have the aura, but that was 3 north, 3 south. Is one at will healing too?
Yes.
Looking at decursors. So that puts
How about that? Oh, no, it was balanced before. We had 3 and 3 because we made it count 2, right?
Yeah, I was in 2.
Okay, so we got Stag, Mocha in one eye, and then Crits, Prime, and Short. Is that good?
What did I miss? Sorry.
Decurse, like a mofo.
I got.
Give me just a second. I'm gonna Amp Magic the full raid.
So the chart doesn't actually show group numbers, and I saw a couple other people asking, could we confirm who's going right, who's going left?
Wait, won't Amp Magic mean we take more damage?
Amp Magic does not affect the aura.
Okay.
What'd you guys say? Was it odds south, evens north?
Yeah, that's what the one above that tag drop shows.
Warriors, don't forget Flask set. It helps mitigate the frost damage a ton.
Oh, I deleted that last image that I posted, and I posted the ones that are in Bill's spreadsheet.
Perfect.
Yeah, these make sense.
We also find it useful to have shamans marked because of the resist totem. If you want
Yeah,
to.
everybody can have Amplify on this fight because it doesn't affect the Frost aura.
Priest mode, need to put on your tier 2 bracers.
Melee, you really got to watch the cleave. It hits for like 9k pre-armor, so it's really, really bad news. Okay, one more ready. Zug, we're about ready.
Sorry.
Is there anyone that doesn't have Amp Magic on?
Just Zug, because I just get back in.
Don't give Zug anything. He got a trinket.
If you haven't seen it yet or haven't seen it in a long time, don't forget to watch the dragon put itself together. It's kind of cool.
That's the coolest thing. When I seen this in vanilla, I was like, "This is awesome."
Zug, Quell, Dust, Face Melter.
Is 190 Frost resist too much? Should I be having less?
No, it isn't.
I would wear it all while we learn for sure.
I got 245.
Face Melter and Zug.
I'm here.
Let's do something in Hale's chat.
We excited, guys?
100% excited.
So fucking.
I'm hype.
I just like this whole blue aesthetic he's got going on. It's so much nicer than the drab gray we've been looking at for weeks.
I got several comments from the NL guys that, in their opinion, that this is the coolest looking room in Naxx so far.
Agreed.
Hell yeah. Hard agree.
Yeah, but we haven't seen Kel'Thuzad's room yet.
Give it 20 minutes.
After we one-shot it, we will.
Okay, everyone's ready. Here we go.
Bill tanking.
Vil is tanking.
Look at it.
Just a sec to get it settled on the animation.
I love this animation.
Don't be in yet. Okay, go.
Decurse. Still 2 curses up.
Spawned right on top of me.
Run out of blizzard melee.
Should we instantly replace our frost resistant potion if it's gone already? Because of blizzard?
Just for this one. Actually, if you're heal, save for mana.
Decurse.
Airface.
Airface.
Spread out.
Don't move yet. Wait till all of them are out.
That's not tight. I was behind it, but
You got to be like on it.
You actually have to touch the ice block like you're running into it.
Feint running.
Curse.
Still down.
Wipe it.
what percent is he at?
90.
89%. We got this.
Yeah, okay, yeah, let's just
Call
keep
a
going.
wipe.
All right, I need 30 battle reses real quick.
Yeah, I was pretty far up on there. You got to be like on like humping the ice block there.
Yeah, you had to be on it.
I got behind it and ran into it where I couldn't move forward anymore.
Let's run back and then we'll do our break.
Simply being behind it isn't good enough.
No, you can't
gotta
be behind
be-
it. You have to be like on it.
Yeah, be one with the ice cube.
You have
88%.
to
to
be
tip.
up with the middle of the room.
It's important to note that if you collapse on an ice block too early and then you get ice blocked, then the person that's in the ice block can still take the damage, the splash damage. So we have to wait until all 5 go out to collapse, or we can kind of gradually collapse, but still have to be 10 yards apart.
Yeah, just try to get somewhat close to a block if you're really far away from any that you see.
But that's
Yeah,
pretty much the fight right there. We seen it. Just repeat over and over. Just we got this tonight.
Oh yeah, we do.
It's just a wash, rinse, repeat fight once you get used to the timing on the block and the AoE blast.
You did say break on res.
Yes.
Well, the run back is close. This room, anyways.
Oh, also, it's good to have range 10 up.
I had to run back from Light's Hope, Papa.
Yeah, if you can start moving, especially when the 4th ice block goes out, if you can start moving to an ice block and you have a range 10 up, as long as you're not getting within range 10 of anybody.
Now, notice the boss is active now, and the aura is active as well, so don't inch up too far.
Yeah, if you pre-pot and inch up too far, it's going to eat up your pot. But we're probably not potting as we learn the fight from here. Is that correct?
Yeah, you don't have to pot for a bit.
I will be potting just because of world buffs.
I accidentally potted just out of habit, and I wish I hadn't.
That's cool.
But it's okay. I'll remember next time.
So we're not potting this time?
No,
We should all pot now. I'm just saying.
We're probably not going to pop for a few polls, Red Hoof.
Yeah, we will die a lot faster. Cause,
He means a different kind of pot.
I'm going to pot
right
now.
Pre-pot and post-pot.
Good pot.
I'll share with you, Red.
2 bosses left to beat the game.
On the bright side, we don't have to log in every 5 minutes.
True.
Okay, I can't res in Naxx. I hearthed and then I died during hearth, and then I ran from Lights Hope Chapel as a ghost, and now it's saying my corpse is not in Naxx Ramus.
Is your corpse showing on the map somewhere?
Yeah.
Where's it showing?
Oh my god. Never mind. Disregard that. I'm a fucking idiot.
You went to one of those rats?
You went to Stratholme?
Yeah, I ran all the way across the map because my corpse blended into the map so well.
You might lose followers for that.
Unsubscribe.
I gotta run all the way back. Then I gotta run all the way back again.
Man, Maddox went emoji, fucking had an emoji explosion there. My emoji game is so bad. Wow, I like the party leaf emoji.
Gosh, we're gonna need to rebuff. I'm down to 5 more minutes on my hour-long buffs.
Yeah, and I popped a flask before 4 Horsemen.
And this is actually the first boss I've ever been able to use my tier 2 helm on. I had my Mish before I got my Netherwind.
God, that must be painful.
I know, it's such a hard life.
We had time?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm logging in, sorry.
Hey, Vil, where are you keeping your guide that you posted? Which channel is it in?
Friday.
Oh, it's not in the bestiary or the notebook? That
It is.
explains.
It
Oh,
is, but I just reposted it in Friday for convenience.
okay. I'm grabbing it and sticking it in our Sunday one, so it's there already.
Was that Barris laughing?
Yes, it was.
Paris is having a good time.
I don't do anything quietly.
So, for this attempt, since the boss is active, we're not going to be in the center exactly for the first phase. So, I'm just going to run in, and wherever I stop, that's where the boss will be, and then you can position relative to that. So concentrate on avoiding blizzard and standing in the right spot with respect to the ice block, and get comfortable with that.
Remember, when we run in this time, he's going to immediately aggro, so we got to be careful. We're not going to be able to leisurely position ourselves like we did last time. And since we're not world buffs, our health bars are probably going to be going down a little bit faster.
Yeah. And we're not off pre-potting either.
Yeah.
Still working on amps on the raid. Almost there.
Vil, are you going to say go for DPS again? That was cool last time.
Yeah, I mean that was mainly because he moved to hit a totem, but I'm guessing threat won't be too much of an issue since you're all wearing frost gear. But I wasn't looking at the threat meter last time.
I know I had to stop.
Yeah, I had to pause for a sec.
Anyone else want plus 10 stand food? I have 72 left.
I'll take some, Zach.
Just open trade with me.
What are you handing out?
10 stand food.
Nah.
I got some 12 if you guys want it.
Nah.
Grits, are you good?
Yeah, I was just getting mana back up. I'm all set.
Okay, incoming.
Wow.
Wipe it.
Stream, this time you should kite him away from the entrance so we can vanish.
There's really no point to running back there, is there?
You're trapped.
No.
No, he's gonna walk in there and mow you guys down.
Probably faster
Sticks
just to
his
go
face in and
stand,
eats us up.
Run
in the,
at
go
the boss.
Yeah, go stand in the stuff.
If there's a blizzard nearby, stand in it.
For those,
Looks like you reset. Oh no, I don't.
for those looking
No,
for the
he's air
upside of
phase
that-
now.
For the upside of that, that sets the record for our fastest wipe on something.
Didn't we have that for 4 horsemen of fast pulls?
Yeah, we've had some pretty fast wipes.
That was a few seconds. The horsemen take a little while.
But that wasn't a butt pull. That was just.
Yeah, that was my plan.
Hey, he's got me frozen in an ice block, so if you're coming in, wait.
I don't think it'll let us come in.
Yeah, I,
I told you to walk into a blizzard.
Yeah, we want you to die fast.
I'm literally running towards him. He put me in an ice block.
I ran right
There you
into a
go.
blizzard right as it despawned.
I was
You're
in
bad
that.
at
The
dying?
GTFO was going off, and then it ice blocked me.
So based on what we saw where the boss settled and killed Vil, is that where we really want to fight him?
At least for the initial ground phase, it doesn't really matter because he'll move back to the center of the room for air phase.
That makes sense. Does he come down?
Well, and
in the center?
remember also the first time we went in, he wasn't up, so we had chance to get in position and get ready to do stuff before he popped up, and we won't have that anymore. So
I know, that's why I was wondering, because that was the call, was to fight him right there. I just wanted to make sure that since we saw it now, that we actually want to do that.
Yeah, I would say watching the stream earlier, I think Gogo outran his healers and died on one of the pulls when he tried to go to the middle of the room.
Didn't you guys start tanking him almost right at the door on the second and third attempt stream?
We're at the same spot that Vil was tanking just now.
He's still alive. Don't walk in.
No, he's set.
I mean, active.
How far is his range on his cleave and his tail swipe? Like, can we just outrange it by staying way the fuck back?
The cleave is pretty big range. I can't tell you exactly. I'm not sure about the tail.
If I remember right, if you stare at his back leg, you're fine. Just be max melee range, looking straight at his back leg.
The cleave is a good. Cleave's a good question because if all healers don't have to run and not worry about cleave healing from the door, but can reach Vil, it will sort of buy some time until the other healers get in position.
Give him a free shield before he went in.
Now he hits too hard though. He'll have heals coming in.
Yeah, that was my bad. I just kept running. Tried to run away, but
I wonder if we should set up a few nature swiftness on.
I think it's just all the healers at the beginning. We didn't get any heals out other than hots on him, and it's not just the main tanks that share a role in doing that. We can all get a quick heal out on Vil to make sure the transition is smooth and get the boss in a position. Lesson learned.
Oh, worth mentioning on that Shadow Dot, it also heals Saffron for twice the damage it deals. So it's got to be decurse fast.
Shadow resist or prayer shadow protection work to resist it?
Life drain is resistible, yes. It's binary resistible, but it still helps. Four mages. We'll try to bring more next time.
We haven't even gotten to the amps yet.
I got my amps.
If you go into DBM, you can set a sound warning for when life drain is about to happen. Mages and druids. If you would like a warning for when you are going to need to start spamming decurse.
I've got decursive. I know when it comes. But thank you.
Or staggering crits on opposite areas.
There's more druids on the north now, so Short moved me over to the south.
So we're good on coverage for decursing.
Are you still doing amps, crits?
Just finished ints.
Because I'm missing amp.
Everyone's supposed to have amp, or are you just doing tanks?
It helps everyone, but especially me.
I think just group 3 and 4 still need amps, and that's it. Okay, well, once my mana's up, I should be good. I think everyone has amp now.
Okay, here we go.
Keep it up.
Life drain out. Vil. There we go.
You guys are too far close to the tail, that's why you're getting knocked back.
Yeah, I'm trying to find the sweet spot.
Look where danger is.
Was trying to get away from Blizzard.
Spread out. 10 yards.
Three of the blocks are down.
Okay, frost breath. Frost breath. Hide, hide, hide.
It's up to it.
Northside just got fucked.
No, we weren't spread out nearly enough when the ice block started coming down, so they all got grouped together, which means we can't get close enough to get there or we start taking damage in between.
I mean, we have time to get to Vil's ice block. He was like right in the middle.
Well, I mean, every ice block was in the same like section of the circle.
So what is the mechanic that determines where the ice blocks are dropped?
It's 5
It is completely
people.
random.
Okay. But
So
it's
the idea
5
is-
random people that are selected early in the engagement.
No, you don't know until the
It'll be
iceblock
a
hits you.
turn 5 each air phase.
Okay.
So the idea is if we're all perfectly spread out in a circle, there will be a reasonable number of ice blocks in each, quadrant or section of the circle, and then you can get behind one. But they were all bunched together, so.
Well, we don't want to be in a circle. We want to be in a half circle, correct?
Half circle starting at the entrance with me in the center. Good job, healers.
I think we probably, we need to be at least 10 yards apart, but we probably want to be only 10 yards apart. So in case there aren't any blocks in our real close vicinity, it gives us a better chance to get to one. So don't spread out too far.
Allie, did you get splashed by my ice block?
I don't think so, but let me check. I don't believe so, unless it was right at the very end. No. Nope.
I got a question. Can we stand on that grate in the far back that has like slime on it?
Yes.
Is this some sort of slime fetish thing?
Well, I don't know. There's just, I could move back further. I just wasn't sure if we can't stand on that or not.
I don't think a healer's going to reach you, but
Don't yuck his yum.
Ideally, you don't want to be that far back because if during the air phase you're targeted and you're way back there, no one's going to be able to make it to you.
Yeah, you have to do the range 10 thing so you're not too close to someone, and we as a group have to be spread out enough that we don't have all the blocks next to each other, but close enough that we can get behind the blocks. So it'll just be kind of a balance until we figure out where we all want to stand.
Yeah, Vil, the only damage I took the whole fight was Frost Aura until the very end when the life drains were up and we didn't have decurses. So the distance was fine. Can y'all let us know when you want us to start doing full pots?
Basically, when people start surviving the air phase.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 more groups.
I can hear the pain in your voice, Crits.
Go on the Hillbot buff bar.
I think we're there. Yeah, we're good.
Maddox, Eagle, Zug, Short. Short's good.
Ready.
Zug.
Sorry, I typed into the wrong place.
All right, let's do it.
Life drain.
This hitbox is massive.
That's what she said.
Oh wow, his hitbox is big.
That's what she said?
Spread out, guys.
Ow.
They're all on the other side of the fucking room.
Oh, we are fucked.
Yeah, same
Lights
thing that
outside.
happened last time. It's weird.
Maybe we shouldn't spread out quite that much.
For any of us to reach those.
There was one on the left, but whoever got hit died, so it disappeared. So we can't have that.
What I did is when I saw the third one and I knew it was ending soon, and I saw them all on the right, I started running right then. I wasn't going to wait to the very end because I wouldn't have time.
That might be
saw
the right
one-
way to do it.
I saw one hit behind me, so I wasn't worried about it. But then when I turned to look for it, it wasn't there. So then I started running.
All right, so those of us wondering how we all died on the previous poll, that's how.
Try to pay special attention to keeping the lower health folks topped up. It does up to 3,300 damage or so. So you can let the warriors and stuff go down a bit, but keep the clothies up.
Yeah, what Maddox said. Let's focus on just trying for this next hour. Let's not go AFK when we wipe. Let's just focus on trying to and recover as fast as possible and see how many pulls we can squeeze in this last hour.
Short, once we got stable and in position, Vil wasn't taking too much damage. If you want, I can single target clothies that look particularly low. Okay.
Let's just do amp on me mages until we get the ice block part down.
I found I was keeping people up pretty good just with my renews.
Yeah, every once in a while somebody, gets hit with two things or something. So when they go real low, if they're clothies, I'll focus on those people.
Yeah,
those
I mean,
melee-
obviously it would have been better if the ice block guy wouldn't have died, but overall, it didn't seem like the healing was too horrible there at the beginning.
That was an improvement. Step in the right direction.
Worth mentioning for the melee, by the way, Saffron's hitbox is fucking massive.
Yeah, wow.
Like, we're talking Oni levels of big.
Yeah, I'm meleeing him for clear cast.
Yeah, when we ran out of the blizzard, I just turned around. I'm like, oh, I'm still able to attack him. What the fuck?
Yeah, he
Also,
has an Onyxia level hitbox. You have plenty of room to move.
Important to note, the blizzard does move very slowly, so just because you're on the edge of it and it's not hitting you doesn't mean you're safe. You need to tell which way it's going and be out of its way.
Lintalk DC'd from Discord as well.
Did MXC send his cows after his router?
Good.
For context, I'm pretty sure from where he's standing, you can hit him by standing on the green circle.
Yeah, it's literally what I said to do.
I thought I was standing at range, but I right-clicked him and I was able to hit him.
Yeah, I dodged a blizzard and went like all the way around the back of the blizzard and was hitting him the whole time. I was like, oh.
Whoever put a skull on Saf, thank you. Yeah.
Now we know what to attack.
It's such a cute little skull, too.
You're saying we're not gonna bother with Am Magic this round?
Just me.
All right.
I gave it to Amabog anyways.
I heard relief in Kritz's voice that time.
It was very satisfying to hear.
Maddox isn't drinking.
Oh no. That's that I'm mad and I'm disappointed voice because that's a pet peeve of his.
Good
Go,
mark.
go, go.
All right, let's do it.
Remember, focus on low health clothies. Spread out.
Warriors, remember to go into defensive stance.
Alright, guys.
If you die early, don't release. Just stay in and watch the people that survive to see what they do. Okay, wipe. Look like a lot of people made it.
Mostly on one side.
Yeah, we again had a dearth of ice blocks on one side.
Yeah, the only south ice block was way in the back. I think I only made it because I had my blink. Everyone else was kind of SOL.
I made it.
But I know at least one ice block died to eating the frostbolt.
That was
And there would have
me.
been one dead center otherwise.
The ice bolt killed me.
Warriors should be switching to defensive stance during the air phase, right?
Yes,
Absolutely.
there's no reason not to.
Yeah, when he's in air phase, there's nothing saying that we can't really be just spread out, but more closer to the middle, right?
There's also an issue because
I wouldn't advise going in the green circle, but
Well, if
Yeah,
you
like
look
you
at the
wanna be
picture, the more
far
we're
away
in,
from people. Sorry.
the closer to the circle we get ice blocks, the easier it is for people to reach it. The more we're spread and get spread ice blocks and one of them dies, the easier it is that we all die.
As close
So-
as we can within range 10 while being.
So the boss isn't in the dead center of the room, like the top picture is, but we still want, I think, to try to emulate phase 2 positioning, no matter where the boss is tanked. I think is going to help us in the long run as far as doing our positioning properly. But that's up to Bill if he thinks so.
Yep. The picture is kind of what we're going for, and if you're on the south side and 3 blocks has gone out, they're all north. Start booking it for the north just in case.
Yeah, the first person, if they die, don't panic. But if the second, wherever the second or third one is, if it's already really far from you, you're gonna have to start working that way while trying to stay 10 yards apart.
But melee can kind of spread out on the green circle, like where the red dots are. You don't have to back away. I forget what side the groups were on, but double check your groups. Was it odd south?
It was odd south, evens north.
So just make sure you're on the correct side, because that's where your shaman is going to be, and you definitely want your totem.
But for that last attempt, south side melee was kind of all over the place because we were surrounded all over the place with the ice storm.
That's cool.
And we did right. All we can do is get out of it.
It's a pain in the ass for sure. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, he turned and cleaved us.
yeah, we just all got cleaved.
Oh no.
Gotta watch that threat. Run back. Okay, so lesson learned, give him a wide berth on the run in. Cleave is huge.
Everyone should be sucked up against the walls on either side as we run in as tight as they can be, similar to horsemen.
Cthulhu.
And I had like 400 threat when I saw 10 people pop up on the DPS. So that's probably ill-advised.
Well, the nice thing about that is if you're hugging the wall as you run in, you can't cause any threat.
It's true that all DPS should immediately veer left or right depending on whether you're north or south. You know, there's no sense hitting the boss at all. Only Vil should be.
I'm in mostly survival gear because I have to be, and shield is on all the time. There's no dual wield on this fight. This is the second hardest hitting boss in the game.
Yeah, this isn't a race or an endurance fight at all. It's just an execution fight.
It's kind of an endurance fight. It's endurance. It's the endurance of our healers' mana pools.
Sure, but it's not a fight in the sense that we're going to have to go balls to the wall, DPS the entire fight to make sure that happens.
No.
Are you popping Diamond Flask on pole?
Yes. It completely mitigates the frost door for the first minute.
Yeah, it would help a lot, but I didn't have the bag space to have that set in my bags as well.
Agreed.
Here we go.
Out of the blizzard, folks. Out of the blizzard.
Well, find your shards. Find your shards. Where you gotta run? Get ready to run. Run.
That was much better. Watch out for that blizzard. Watch where the shards are. Watch cleave. Okay, it's blizzard.
$75.
Well, we survived the multiple fucking air phases, so was that the cue to start using consumes?
No, we need more than like 10 people to survive.
Most of us survived the first one, didn't we?
I only saw 2 deaths on the first air phase.
And just so you know, if I'm talking too much, tell me to shut the fuck up.
Oh, I'm so tempted. Even though you're kind of not.
It's on my lips. I thought there was only a couple people die out after the first air phase.
I only saw 3 dead before I walked in front of Vil and got cleaved because I'm dumb.
Yeah, it was better. The only thing, Vil, is until we start using full consumes, I know I, as a healer, will always until I start using full consumes.
At what point?
I was right at the end. You know, when you were still getting heals
After
at the
the
end, and all of a
second
sudden
air
you stopped.
Okay.
Yeah, me too.
That was when I was
It's good information because, you know, ideally we don't have, you know, too many air phases. Let's try one with consumes and see how it goes.
Consumes is 1 shadow and 1 frost pre-pot, right? And then
Well,
if we
plus
want to
other
just eat a
stuff.
frost at any point in the fight just to help out, right?
Yeah, any extra frost you do helps healer mana. Pro tip.
Nice, nice. Yeah, that is a
Hell
pro tip.
yeah.
I hope everyone heard that.
Should we have like a rotation for that? Like half the raid do it on the first air phase and then the second half do it on the second air phase? Because then the second air phase is gonna be way harder for the healers than the first one was. If none of us are taking any damage during the first one.
Yeah, I think if anything, it's best to do it all at the same time. Healers can get out of the 5-second rule and stay out for a longer period of time.
Maybe have everybody do it on the second air phase. The first air phase, we still have some mana to heal people up. We can probably
That sounds great to me. Yeah, we can give that a shot.
mana potions at that time, and for the second one, let people survive.
I stepped away for 1 second and came back, and everyone sounded really excited about something and said, yeah, let's try that. What are we trying? Because I missed it.
So there's two things. The first was Short's pro tip, which we may as well reiterate that for those that may not have heard it. The pro tip was that if you pot a frost protection pot and then bandage, the frost protection pot mitigates the interruption of bandaging, so you can get a full bandage off. So then what Wananazi proposed on top of that, building on the same idea, is let's all plan on repotting a frost protection pot after the second air phase, and then bandaging right after you've popped your frost protection pot. That'll get everyone, or all of the healers, or as many healers as possible outside of their 5-second rule for as long as possible to regen mana.
And by after the second air phase, we mean while we're all huddled behind the ice blocks during the second air phase.
Yes, run to your ice block, pop your frost pot, and pop your bandage while you're sitting there doing nothing anyway, and then go back to position.
But also for healers, we're using our pots for the mana pots, or no?
We have to use mana pots.
Short
Yes.
Snout wins the prize, though, for the biggest brain tonight so far.
And the healers, again, a little bit like Patchwork, use your mana pots early.
You guys want me doing audio cues again this time, or are we gonna try it differently? Like watching for cleave and watching for frost breath and whatnot.
I think it's good. I mean, I don't think the comms are crowded. It's good to call. So, are we doing DPS consumes in addition to survival consumes?
I would say yes.
The quicker the boss dies, assuming no one pulls threat, the less. That's pretty good for healer mana too.
I mean, that is a kind of survival consume. If the boss dies faster, you don't take as much damage.
Oh, you don't have to explain that to me. I'm a rogue.
I don't know. That last pull felt pretty good to me. Considering it was like our 4th pull or 5th pull. If we just all collectively forget that pull that Bill ran in and died in 2 seconds.
Even with that in mind, we're still doing pretty well. I mean, we've had like what, an hour of practice?
We still have another 3 quarters to go.
What's the average kill time on this boss? Just like 6 minutes?
2 or 3 air phases.
Just curious for Manatide.
Why would we do a shadow protection for second pre-pot?
For the life drain.
Drain.
Prevents him from getting life too if you don't take any damage.
So yeah, we're not done with Scarlet Monastery.
You want full amp on the raid now?
Yep.
I've got a good portion.
Everyone's ready and coming.
To the side, watch cleave.
Watch the blizzard north side. Move out.
Spread out. Spread out. Watch where your shards are. Run, run, run.
Come on, guys. I'm supposed to stand in it. I'm back.
You have to heal him through because if he moves, he would just get everybody else cleave. So main tank has to be healed through it.
Hunters, of course, feel free to DPS during air phase, but remember to feign death.
That was a good ice block. I think almost everyone survived.
Yeah, I just wanted to highlight just from what I've seen from my own perspective so far as a melee DPS is there's a couple of us that have just not received heals at all, taking no damage except for what's unavoidable. So I've several times in a row now after the first air phase ends, I just simply die to the frost aura without receiving any heals, like 15 to 20 ticks of frost aura in a row without catching anything. Which I get, we're all struggling to stay alive in that, but just wanted to
I
throw
saw
that out there.
I saw one early healer death, so that could affect which groups get healed.
Yeah, definitely. But it's been 4 polls in a row now, so just something to think about. I know we're all struggling to stay alive, so it's not like I expect a bunch of heals or anything, but I'm just dying to the Frost Aura just slowly the whole time.
Just have to make sure when we do spread out, just make sure to remain on your side. I've been in a few cases where I can't reach some of the people I'm assigned to.
Yeah, if that's happening, I mean, I know you guys have your own healer organization, so I don't want to like overstep or anything, but like you should be yelling at people or like making noise. If someone that you're supposed to be healing or that you feel like you're responsible for and you can't get to them, you can't just let them die in silence. Like some healers need to speak up if that's happening.
Yeah, that's a good tip. I think healers can be vocal. There's plenty of rooms on comms. There's not a lot of like vocal coordination necessary for this fight. Stay out of Blizzard, run to your ice block, and then if your group members for your assigned group, which Short just reposted, if your group members are out of range, pull them or two-shot them and get them in line.
That's pull, so I don't know if I'm gonna pull it that much.
Repair bot has a nipple on it. Everybody repair.
Pull them or two-shot.
Are we pre-botting again?
I did.
I already did.
Pulling a more two keeps people from spring up on Globulus and going to the wall so I can dispel them. I'll gladly become a meme.
Heck yeah, man. You should be proud of that.
Short, are the shamans in each group also healing their own group as well as the priest that you assigned, or?
For shamans, what's the best strategies? Chain heal or healing wave?
Depends on what you're healing.
Well, it depends
And
on
the
the range
phase.
of the people. So when we're grouped together on the ground, chain heal works quite well. When we're spread apart, you've got to use lesser or regular healing wave.
Okay.
One minute on Shadow, resist pot.
Open trade if you want some +10 stand food.
I think on priest modes ready, we'll be good to go.
Disdained, stag, dust, and priest.
I'm good. I'm just waiting on mana. Let's do this.
All good, buddy. You're not going to need to use a mana pot in 7 seconds.
Coming. How about some Sunder help at the start, Warriors? What do you think?
Happy to.
Cheat to the left, cheat to the left. Sorry, the south.
How many ice blocks were there?
There were 4. 2 were right under the boss, 2 were on the backside.
Group 1 no longer has a healer.
I'll switch to try and heal them.
There's one dead. There's 2 in front of the boss.
It's the reprot, or prod, and bandage.
Yeah, group 3 and group 4 don't have a healer anymore.
Group 5 doesn't have a healer.
Bill down.
Yeah, Rennie, we can call it faster for sure. I can call it before the second blizzard. In that case, it wasn't necessary to call it. We had about half the raid down by the second air phase, so I think we but in an attempt where we have most of the raid on the second air call, we can call it just before we get in behind that block, so you know to once you're there to pop the frost pot and the bandage real quick.
Did anybody else? I'm fairly certain that I got my frost pot on and then bandaged, and I got interrupted.
Same
Like
here.
I got a tick that was absorbed, and after my first tick of bandage, and then my bandage was interrupted.
But my bandage on healing, it still shows 225. Yeah, I only got one tick.
I took Frost Aura was absorbed, and then 250 health from first aid, and then Frost Aura was absorbed, and then it's all Frost Aura from then.
Damn it, big brain trick isn't gonna work. Pity. That sounded so cool. Yeah, right? On the other hand, one tick is one tick, and it's on a pretty short cooldown, so, you know, why not hit it?
But does that change the recommendation for when to use our second Frost Pot? That's the most helpful for the healers.
It was
I would assume
the only
probably
purpose
earlier the
was to
better now.
prevent the bandage from getting interrupted. So if it's not actually doing that by testing it, then eating the second frost pot at any point before we all die just helps you not die as fast. That is to say,
So-
if it's not facilitating a full bandage, then it does not matter as long as your first one has been fully consumed.
So then the strategy will be just eat a Frost Pot as an oh shit button if you're low.
Or just as soon as you can, depending on your perspective on it, but yes.
Yeah, I would think as soon as your first frost pot wears off, that if you can get it up, just to keep your pot cooldown as early up as you can.
So what? You mean a frostbot that absorbs almost 3k at max, or a healing?
Talking about healers using mana pots instead of frost pots has already been said.
So I asked right after I died on that fight where the blocks were, and the response I got was that there were a couple right underneath the boss. And from my interpretation of what we should be doing, that should never happen. The closest to the boss they should be is along the
I think they
outside
meant on
screen
the
grid, right?
I was one of the center ones. I think that's what they meant.
Yes. Yeah, there was one immediately under center, and then one just off from the center. And then there were two others that were on the far south wall. So those that were on the north side had a bit of a distance to run. If you tried to make it to the ones on the far wall, you probably didn't make it, myself included. If you tried to get to the one in the middle, you should have had enough time.
And I should have started moving earlier, but it just was as I decided it was time to move. I knew the block I wanted to go to, but it was just way farther away than I guessed. But I only saw 2 blocks was the problem. So
For warriors, I'm doing the flask set, but I'm not free popping the flask set. I'm treating it like we do for Lotheb, where I put on my healing weapons as I'm running to the ice block, and then I pop my flask when I'm behind it, and I'm getting like 125 every tick of it for the second ground phase. So if other warriors want to try doing that,
That's a viable strat too. You'll just want to pre-pot in that case.
Yeah, some of us have our full-blown heal sets and have like plus 600 healing, so it's way more worth it for us to pop at the beginning and just basically ignore the Frost Aura for the first minute.
Yeah, I only have my weapons on me, so this is why it's more viable for me to do it. The second part.
I noticed something that's occurring during the air phase. It's important that people understand when an ice block goes out, it's important not to immediately hide behind the ice block, because if you are then targeted for the next ice block, when it splashes, it'll kill the player that's inside the ice block that you're hiding behind. So it's important to wait until they've all gone out before you get within 10 yards of one.
Group 7 needs gift.
And they both have plus 55 healing on them.
Healing. Immortal has as much
Almost.
He probably has more than Priest Mode does, and Priest Mode's resist set.
He's at plus 1300.
Yeah,
Mor's at
he
plus
is-
13. He has more than us.
healing bonus than any healer in our raid.
Because
And
through
their
weapons.
Plus 1300. You have plus 1300 healing, Amora. Fuck.
Jesus. Tomorrow, you want to
Oh,
heal?
just 1k.
I'm at 950.
That's because he can dual wield healing weapons.
Everyone's ready. Let's do it.
Get out of the blizzard, north side. North side blizzard.
Tag needs decrease.
No doubt.
He curse.
Chocolate, I'm not sure where you are. I can't reach you. Gotcha.
Guys, if you're in a blizzard and you're healing, stop healing and move. Don't finish the heal. I saw someone doing that. They almost died. Don't do that. You're gonna die.
I just did it and died. I didn't see it until I
What
was dead,
percentage
though.
is that?
66.
That's fucking progress.
That is. That was absolutely our best attempt.
I wasn't even And you know the best thing? If you pre-pot a shadow protection potion, you can just sit there and fucking eat demonic runes like candy and it doesn't even fucking hurt you.
Nice.
When you get life drained and not dispelled.
So for the record, our decursors are definitely doing their job. So I know folks would like the decurses to go out faster. I genuinely do think they're holding their own. Everyone was between 42 and 63 decurses on that fight. So we don't have a ton of mages here tonight. And in normal circumstances, I think that would really help a lot to have more range DPS spread throughout the raid core.
I had a bad call there during that one like that would like decurses weren't going out. I was I was I had just started my evocade and I would have been for the rest of the fight if I didn't.
The best case scenario with the number of decursors we have is about half the people will take one tick. That's the best case. So if anyone takes more than one tick, then that's an issue. And the ticks happen every 3 seconds. So if someone has a curse on for more than 6 seconds, that's where we have an issue.
Mages and druids, could you maybe take a look at your group relative to odd south, evens north, and see if group distribution might help a little bit with decursing? Just a thought. I don't know if groups are worked to perfection already. I haven't really looked at it yet, but more eyes are better than one.
I've been saving my second Spirit of Zanza for this pull right here.
Me too!
You've got both mages on a side, so they might get paused if they're finishing up a cast. And you're
not going to finish because the mages are going to move and then decurse.
Well, didn't you repair when we repaired like a couple of attempts ago?
Yellow's fine. This is our last attempt. Yellow's no problem.
Guys, we're gonna kill this right now.
I'm gonna pour over these logs later, but tank hailing has been solid, guys. Good job.
Hey, Bill, can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you remember to post those like, as long as it's not gonna fuck up any other stuff you're doing, like quicker after or quick? Because Pig usually like posts them pretty quick.
Yeah. Yeah. No pick today, so I'll do them.
Thank you.
I also reposted the last Friday log because Pig was only in for 4 attempts, so the full thing is up now.
Nice.
Open trade if you want some fish. 10 stam could save a life.
Come here, that number flame fish.
So healers that are healing the raid damage, now that we're all potting, how quickly are you going
I wasn't at all, and I'm a fucking
I'm fine.
I'm not even healing spec, and I wasn't
I was getting a little low.
Well, yeah, after the third air phase, maybe, but no problem.
Yeah, by the time the third air phase hits, I'm done on mana.
There was never a time I didn't stop. I wasn't spamming. I literally did nothing but just spam the whole time, unless I was running to a.
Because one of the knobs we can turn is, how much frost the DPS are wearing, those that aren't threat capped, so that we can have more DPS. But it doesn't really matter until we have a very large number surviving each time. So it's for later.
Healers survive, the mana's good, but as soon as you lose like a healer or two on your side, you have
Yeah.
to go harder, so you get screwed.
It's true.
Let's keep calling out when healers go down. If you're covering a group, let us know which group needs some backup.
Wow. Kegs.
Wow.
Kegs talking some shit about the quality of his food there.
Mightfish are superior. I mean, it has might in the name.
Is it like a fillet of fish?
God, no.
Yeah, but he's got the
I
energy.
would hope not.
Hopefully Kanye West doesn't come after my fish.
Sorry, I was just still manning up. I'm ready.
Okay, here we go.
Or a pony.
Range needs to scoot back if you're pressing on the melee in the middle.
North, start working your way south.
Bill needs some topping.
Oh, that's just RNG.
That was really bad.
Only lost 8.
Just 2 full groups.
Bill's dead.
Yep.